Ever wondered what makes American football one of the most popular sports in the world? Let's dive into some fascinating facts about this gridiron game. The first down system. One of the unique rules in American football is the first down system. Teams have 4 plays to gain 10 yards. If they succeed, they get another set of downs. This keeps the game dynamic and full of strategy. The quarterback's role. The quarterback is often considered the most important player on the field. They have the responsibility of leading the offense, making plays, and calling the shots. It's a high-pressure role that requires both physical and mental toughness. The Super Bowl. The Super Bowl is more than just a football game. It's a cultural event. It's the most-watched television program in the world, attracting billions of viewers. The halftime show is a highlight, featuring top musical acts. The longest field goal. The longest field goal ever made in a professional game is an impressive 75 yards. It's a feat that requires incredible accuracy, power, and favorable conditions. Hail Mary Pass. The Hail Mary Pass is a desperation play often used in the final seconds of a game. It's a long, high pass thrown deep into the end zone, hoping for a miracle catch. These plays have created some of the most memorable moments in football history. The uniform numbers. The numbers on football jerseys have significance. Quarterbacks typically wear numbers 1, 19, running backs wear 20, 49, and wide receivers wear 80, 89. These conventions help players identify their teammates and opponents on the field. The NFL Draft. The NFL Draft is an annual event where college football players are selected by professional teams. It's a highly anticipated time for fans and players alike, as it determines the future of many careers. The two-point conversion. After a touchdown, teams can attempt a two-point conversion by running or passing the ball into the end zone for 2 points instead of the usual extra-point kick. The fake punt. Teams can sometimes fake a punt. Instead of kicking the ball away, they can run or pass the ball in an attempt to gain yards or score. The fair catch rule. If a player signals for a fair catch, the opposing team cannot tackle him before he catches the ball. This is often used to stop the momentum of a kickoff return. The Pro Bowl. The Pro Bowl is an all-star game featuring the best players from each conference. It's known for its relaxed atmosphere and fun activities. The longest field goal made in a Super Bowl. The longest field goal ever made in a Super Bowl was 54 yards, kicked by Adam Vinatieri. The most touchdowns in a single game. The record for the most touchdowns scored in a single NFL game is held by LaDainian Tomlinson, who scored 6 touchdowns in a game. The most Super Bowl appearances. The New England Patriots have the most Super Bowl appearances with 11. The most Super Bowl wins. The New England Patriots also hold the record for the most Super Bowl wins with 6. The largest NFL stadium. The largest NFL stadium by seating capacity is MetLife Stadium, home to the New York Giants and New York Jets. The smallest NFL stadium. The smallest NFL stadium by seating capacity is Lambeau Field, home to the Green Bay Packers. The first African-American quarterback to start in the Super Bowl. Doug Williams was the first African-American quarterback to start in the Super Bowl. The first woman to coach in the NFL. Jen Welter was the first woman to coach in the NFL, serving as an assistant coach for the Arizona Cardinals. The longest play in NFL history. The longest play in NFL history was a 99-yard touchdown run by Tony Romo. The most consecutive games played. Brett Favre holds the record for the most consecutive games played with 363. The most touchdown passes in a career. Tom Brady holds the record for the most touchdown passes in a career. The most rushing yards in a career. Emmitt Smith holds the record for the most rushing yards in a career. The most receiving yards in a career. Jerry Rice holds the record for the most receiving yards in a career. The most sacks in a career. Lawrence Taylor holds the record for the most sacks in a career. The most interceptions in a career. Charles Woodson holds the record for the most interceptions in a career. The most field goals made in a career. Adam Vinatieri holds the record for the most field goals made in a career. The longest punt. The longest punt in NFL history was 98 yards, kicked by Shane Lechler. The most fumbles recovered. Lawrence Taylor also holds the record for the most fumbles recovered in a career. The most touchdowns caught in a career. Jerry Rice also holds the record for the most touchdowns caught in a career. The most consecutive games with a touchdown. Jerry Rice also holds the record for the most consecutive games with a touchdown. The most passes deflected. Rod Woodson holds the record for the most passes deflected in a career. The most sacks in a single season. Michael Strahan holds the record for the most sacks in a single season. The most interceptions in a single season. Paul Krause holds the record for the most interceptions in a single season. The most field goals made in a single season. Morten Andersen holds the record for the most field goals made in a single season. The most points scored in a single game. The Chicago Bears scored the most points in a single game, with 73 points against the Washington Redskins. The largest margin of victory. The Chicago Bears also have the record for the largest margin of victory, defeating the Washington Redskins by 71 points. The first team to win back-to-back Super Bowls. The Green Bay Packers were the first team to win back-to-back Super Bowls. The first team to win 3 Super Bowls in a row. The Pittsburgh Steelers were the first team to win 3 Super Bowls in a row. The first team to win 4 Super Bowls in a row. The Pittsburgh Steelers were also the first team to win 4 Super Bowls in a row. The most Super Bowl appearances by a quarterback. Tom Brady holds the record for the most Super Bowl appearances by a quarterback. The most Super Bowl MVP awards. Tom Brady also holds the record for the most Super Bowl MVP awards. The most touchdowns caught in a single season. Randy Moss holds the record for the most touchdowns caught in a single season. The most receiving yards in a single season. Calvin Johnson holds the record for the most receiving yards in a single season. The most rushing yards in a single season. Eric Dickerson holds the record for the most rushing yards in a single season. The most passing yards in a single season. Peyton Manning holds the record for the most passing yards in a single season. The most sacks in a single season by a defensive lineman. Reggie White holds the record for the most sacks in a single season by a defensive lineman. American football is a game of strategy, skill, and excitement. With its unique rules, talented players, and passionate fans, it continues to captivate audiences worldwide. What's your favorite American football fact? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more sports content.